Okay, we're trying to get this broadcast started here, close to on time. And we'll see if we have the chipmunk voice. We had it 2 times in a row. But we'll see what we have today. And I'm trying to get everything sorted out here. I just did a software update on my laptop. That took forever. It just finally rebooted. And we'll see if that is functioning. I was having some problems with Skype working properly, and I'm not sure why that was happening. Let me go in here and see if I can find the video on my iPad. The chipmunk voice. We had it 2 times in a row. Here. Connected to AirPlay. We'll see what we have today, and I'm trying to get everything sorted out. Audio sounds good. Software update on my fine laptop. That took forever. It just finally rebooted. And we'll see. Okay, so I've got that is functioning. I was having some problems. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I stopped that. Okay, so, and let's see. A bunch of people are in here. And I guess Brianna's in the house. So there you go. I got to be careful because right now I'm using the iPad plugged in just in case I need to use that for Skype, because Skype wouldn't launch properly just a moment ago, and I don't know why. Let me try right now and see if it launches. But I actually reinstalled the program. I've had problems with Skype before, on and off. It is kind of finicky because it is unfortunately a Microsoft thing, and Microsoft pretty much sucks. So we might have to bring Brianna in. I've got it running on the iPad. We might have to try bringing her in on the iPad. Haven't done that yet, but we'll see if that works. So yeah, so this is we're going to talk about EDC items, and we already got 21 people in here hanging out. And Ken was first, he says. Stig's in the house with a wrench. Adonis is in. He says, hey, all. And let's see, somebody's in Italy. Okay. And how are things over there? We're going to find out. Okay, broadcast started. Audio good. Sounds good. Audio's good. Okay. Live and no chipmunks. Okay. Oh, dear. Hope you are doing fine in Italy. Okay. Hi, Craig, says David Williams. And Carlos is in Panama. Is that a solid gold pin out of your holder? This one's not solid gold. It's a heavy gold plate. These DuPonts hold up pretty well. This one I believe is brass underneath the plating. The other one I have is 925 sterling silver. That's heavy plated, and they hold up pretty good, these DuPont pins. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about EDC items. And thoughts on the SBGA 259. I think we've talked about that before. Let's pull it up here. Oh shoot, my iPad just tumbled. Let me fix that. Live TV, folks. This is what happens with live TV. Anything can happen. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's the one that I believe Steve has that in stock. Yeah, let me try to pull it up here. Give me a moment. Yeah, that's the I can't show it to you right now because I've got the iPad hooked up. Oh, let me reverse that. Let me just go ahead and hook up the laptop. Give me a second here. We can always change this. We can always change it back, hopefully. All right, so there's the piece in question. And yeah, Steve has one in stock, and absolutely, I think that's a stunner. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up on what they call the gold snowflake. Yes. Let's see here. Rolex Steel Sports Stunner. Able Knife. Wilson 1911 45 auto. Steve coming on today? I don't think so. He's up to his elbows in alligators trying to work some things out. Let's see, Carlos is in the house. When you took the CV test, would it detect if you had virus before getting cured? Okay, that's a technical question. That's a good question. Swiss made, car ran pins. Okay. Carlos, that's a question I don't know. I believe it simply lets you know if you currently have it. If it's no longer in your system, it shouldn't be detected at all. Pepsi GMTs continue to slide. Sub 1600 count on chronometer for 18 from 16 yesterday. Lowest now only a whisker above 15,000. There you go. Yep, just keep waiting for them to tumble. That's the thing to do on that. We got your test tone, and it seems like they do quick test to detect active virus and take more time if negative because it's okay. Will you ever buy another date 8 MRG 1911? I don't know. Probably not. I'm kind of spoiled by the quality of the Grand Seiko at this point. It'd be kind of hard for me to go back to Rolex and take a step down on quality. But we will see. You never know. You never know what might happen. Speaking of quality, here's a piece. This is a gorgeous Italian stunner in a walnut box. And you see here what we have? A gorgeous Italian stunner. What do you think, folks? Take a close-up look at that. Oops. Notice that's forged, not stamped. So there you go. So we're talking about EDC stunners. EDC stunners in the house. What do you think about that? What do you think about that stunner? Now I don't carry that regular, but it's here in the box. Anybody thinks they have a better home for it than me, just let me know. Let me know. You know, subscribers get the first shot at things like that, little goodies like that. Now, we already talked about the, first we're going to go through the EDC. I'm not sure that knife is legal in California. Probably not. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing this shirt, again, honoring Bree. It's got a purple stripe in here. There's a purple stripe. Let's get a close-up of the fabric here. And that is linen. You've seen it before. It's one of my favorite shirts. It's Kenneth Gordon Heritage Collection linen. Let's see here. It's still very bad here in New York. Over 4,500 dead here in New York. Blue shirt Buddha in the house. A flick knife, a.k.a. inner city dispute settler. How much for the knife? ME in the house. Let's call it 150 US dollars. 150 US dollars. It's a good one. It's a good one. What is the value on a knife like that? There you go. We just said 150 is actually a good price on it. That's a very fair price on that particular knife. That knife is definitely not legal here in New York. I had a butterfly knife when I was a teen. Fun. There you go. Okay, so let's go through some EDC items. Very popular is the Spyderco Delica 4. Delica 4. Now this I have around the house and I use it for opening up boxes. So I do not EDC. I do not carry this with me. But it is a very popular EDC model. Let's get a close-up of that. And that is VG10 steel, and that's a goodie. That is a goodie. So there you go. A lot of people EDC those. And we have already talked about the Victorinox Scientist, and this is a modified version of the Scientist in my pocket right now. First of all, let me take my money clip out. We'll talk about the money clip. We've talked about this before. And that is a gold, nice thick gold money clip. And every gentleman should have one of those. Or a nice thick one made out of sterling silver would work as well if you want to go the silver route. And then let's see what else here in the pocket. In the pocket, okay, I have a chapstick. Got to have that handy. And here is the original Scientist. This is the Scientist. This I've carried for probably almost 40 years in my pocket. This is a fantastic EDC knife because it has the straight out Phillips, which is very nice to have, as opposed to the one that comes out like that, right? And then it's got the 10x loop, which we know we need a 10x loop, handy. Of course, it's got a blade. And then it's got the combination tool, right? And then it has, of course, a corkscrew, which I have used. It comes in handy. And then it has the little tiny jeweler's screwdriver in there, right? And then, of course, it has a toothpick. It has tweezers. Well, that's the pen. I'm sorry, the ballpoint pen. It has a ballpoint pen. And then it also has, on the other side, tweezers. Okay? So that's the Scientist. That is the best Victorinox Swiss Army knife to carry because it's nice and trim, so you can actually carry it, but it has really the critical tools that you need. And then, of course, I have the modified one, which does not have a corkscrew. Instead, it has a pair of scissors where the corkscrew would be, and it's a little bit trimmer, a little bit trimmer. So this one is pretty cool, pretty cool. A buddy of mine gave me that as a gift the other day because he knew I liked the Scientist. Wags, our Wags is in the house. Let's see. How do I contact you? Send me an email at CraigShipp@gmail.com, CraigShipp@gmail.com. Let's see. How did your EDC change over the years? It hasn't changed a lot. I added the Sebenza maybe 5 years ago, so I didn't carry that before. But it hasn't changed a whole lot. Not that I recall. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue on the theme. Let's see. I think that's everything in that pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and put those things back in that pocket. Again, Scientist, money, and chapstick. That was all that was in the left front pocket, right? Putting it back in there. Now this pocket over here, got this little thingamajig. Okay, this brass hook, you see, and a brass ring. And then I have a key here, a house key. And then I have the Prius keys. And then I have an emergency whistle. You never know when you might need one of those, right? You never know when you might need that, and that's, of course, titanium. Okay, so that is normally hooked. I'll show you how I do this. I'm going to have to stand up to show you this. Okay. And the only other thing I have in that side, other than change, is this titanium pry bar. This titanium pry bar. We'll give you a close-up of that. And I have reviews of all these items on the channel here. So that titanium pry bar stays in this right pocket. So I'll put it back away. Okay, and then, let's see, needle whistle if you fall and can't get up. That's right, or if the Titanic sinks and you're in frigid water, right? You need it then, too. Blue Sherpuda, hey, David. When you blew the whistle, my dog ran up to the TV. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Leon's in the house. I actually like the Swiss Army knife with the Phillips screwdriver on the side, as it allows better grip to loose pain in the, yeah, but you don't want to put too much torque on those. You'll screw up the knife. I much prefer it going out straight. Okay, so David's retracted a message. David, we missed your wrench brutality yesterday. Hi, David Williams. Yes, good market this week, but be cautious. Yeah, I think we're going to see a big sell-off. I think we're not out of the woods, anywhere near out of the woods. I'm not feeling good about the whole situation. I think we're going to see a big slap down, but we'll see. Hopefully not. I'd rather we not. Okay, so now let's see. We did the front pockets. Okay. This pocket over here, this pocket over here, I have a Kent comb, handmade comb. Okay. I think that's made in England. I think. Anyway, it's handmade, Kent. Very, very good combs. Much better than just about all the other combs you get out there. And let's get a close-up of that. Okay. And then, of course, I have my my trusty card wallet, whatever you would call it, that has credit cards, driver's license. It does have a folded up $100 bill in there for emergencies, because most of my money's in my money clip, but I do have one bill in here for emergencies. But that's nice and trim, and that stays in my back pocket. And that puppy's, I got that in the early 80s, so that puppy's pretty old too. We'll do a close-up of that. It's got some wear and tear, but it's got another 20 years left in it. Okay. Buy good stuff, folks. It'll last. Buy junk, you'll always have junk. Reminded me of, I was watching the Dog Man, his live broadcast. I watched a little bit of it the other day. And he had that cheap headset on with the mic in front of his mouth, and he's getting all the plosives from the poof, 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 all the pops, you know, just like every other word, just terrible plosives. I couldn't listen. I said, my gosh, these people can't get halfway decent audio. They do this every freaking day, and they don't even bother to get halfway decent audio. I don't understand the deal. I don't understand what's going on with that. These people buy super expensive watches, and then they have everything else they have is junk. The only thing decent they have in their life is a watch. That's pretty sad, folks. Buy high quality items. Don't have a bunch of junk around you. It's not good. It's not good. Let's see. I choose to carry a man purse for my EDC. Okay, we're going to go into that. Craig, which Rolex would you buy if you had to buy one? Well, Date 8 is a great all-arounder. Let me know what are you looking to spend? Let's start there, and then we'll go from there. Durr's in the house. Okay. Durr, you're a hoot. Okay, you should invite Dogman to Skype in. Unfortunately, Skype, let's see if Skype is finally loaded here. I tell you what. Oh, okay, it finally loaded. Finally loaded. It took forever to load. So it looks like it's loaded, and it hopefully will work. By the way, Bree, if you're still around, please Skype in. I want to test and make sure that that's working okay. Okay, so wait, before I get seated back in here, in the right rear pocket, every gentleman should have a handkerchief, okay? And it should be reasonably clean, all right? Because you never know when a lady might need a handkerchief. All right, now, if you're in the habit of using your handkerchief a lot, then have a second one. Always have a clean one for the lady, okay? Do not hand the lady a dirty handkerchief when she needs a handkerchief, all right? Just I'm trying to give you guys some pointers here, all right? And we'll ask. I bet you Bree will confirm that. Hopefully she'll Skype in at some point. I don't see her in the chat now, so maybe she took off. But in any event, put that back in my pocket. Maybe Carlos can Skype in. We can do a test that way. But anyway, all right, let's get back into the comments here. Oh, man purse. We'll get to that. Let's see. Sadly, I'm afraid many businesses won't reopen. I hope I'm wrong. Our wag's in the house. I hear you. I hear you. It's going to be a real problem. And I hope you're wrong too, but I think you might be right. It seems that CNN want to have 12 to 18 months of lockdown. Lockdown shouldn't be fully lifted until coronavirus vaccine found, new study warns. Yeah, the media and the politicians and all these doom and gloomers, they want this thing to go on as long as possible. They want to shut down everything as long as possible, and they want everybody watching them and watching their news conferences and feeding into all this crap, excuse my French, and they love this. They eat this up, and it pisses me off. I mean, they're destroying this economy, and they could care less because they're all getting their salaries. All the politicians, they're getting paid. They're not taking it on the chin. They don't realize what it's like out in the real world, and they could give a rat's rear end about the real world because they're not in it. So that's my 1 minute politics today. Picked up a nice Louis Vuitton card holder about a month ago. There you go, Tim. Good move. CNN is a bunch of crazy people, Carlos. Don't believe most of what they say. Don't believe anything of what they say. Don't believe anything these politicians say. And don't believe any of these career doctors, that all these doom and gloom career doctors, because they say what's good for their career. For their, they have to do this stuff too. They have to feed into all this stuff. It's a bunch of hooey, if you ask me. Anyway, our wag's in the house. Blue, you got that right, Leah. It's clear they want to just damage Trump. No, not just Trump. No, they want to damage everything because they want to be in control. They can't fix things unless they can create a big problem, and then they can fix it. It's like the doctor. If you went to the doctor and he hit your leg with a sledgehammer and broke your leg, and then he says, "Oh, I can fix that." That's a pretty good deal, right? A lady might take that as sexual assault in our trigger happy society. I hear you. I can Skype if you want, Carlos. Yeah, let's do it. Just to see if everything's working all right. I'd rather keep the handkerchief in the glove box. CNN is fake news. Uh-oh, vaccines, LOL. CNN is so dumb they couldn't even spell CNN. CNN will do anything to make Trump look bad. Oh, I guess so. Your analogy is 100% correct in the coronavirus editorial. I would be surprised if the lockdown lasts until June. By the time most states will experience massive breaches of lockdown. Okay, let's answer this. Let's answer Carlos, and I'm going to make this full screen. Give me a second, Carlos. And then I'll get my headphones here. Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, I've got you on the screen. You're looking good. You're relaxing in the hammock. And that's good to be outside and getting some fresh air and relaxing. I assume you're spending a lot of time relaxing outside these days?
Yes, unfortunately. And the problem I am really missing here, it's forbidden to walk outside of your house.
No, that's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible.
And in fact, it's forbidden to walk. I live in a gated community, and it's forbidden to walk inside the community.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I think all these politicians and these governments are just trying to grab as much power as they can, as quick as they can, and just test how far they can push people and how far they can manipulate people, and they're doing a heck of a job. But anyway, this isn't a politics show, so we'll move on. Nice hammock, says David. What do you have on wrist, Carlos?
The one that you don't like.
It's okay, but you have a lot of better options. Why don't you wear the Datejust? You got a Datejust with a Jubilee.
Really, I don't have a clear idea about what to do with it. Probably I will change it for a different thing sometime. In fact, it was something that I was considering on doing with Steve on this trip,
Mm-hmm.
but looking at the situation, I will leave it for later.
Now, you still have the date just with the Jubilee bracelet, right?
Yes, yes.
With the hidden clasp Jubilee bracelet. That
Yeah.
would be a stunner to be wearing there on the hammock. That would be fantastic.
Yes, but yeah, for some reason I got this, and yeah, now you can do all the gardening and all the things on the. Also we don't have help now in the house.
Okay, so
We
Leon is chiming in about the virus. He says, "I hate to say this, but the virus is going to take its pound of flesh, whether it takes it right now or waits until everyone comes out of hiding to do it. So just let it do its thing and be done with it." Yeah, that there are places that are doing that, that are just kind of letting it run through and then going from there. But anyway, that ship has sailed. Um, I'm
I
hearing a
don't know
lot
what
of
they are
I'm
going through.
hearing a lot of noise from somewhere. Is there something playing in the background or some?
Should be a fan or something.
Oh, okay, or maybe your hand is touching the microphone or something.
Yeah,
Something that
maybe.
sounds like it's kind of rumbling. So you're just going to hang out there. Do they give you any idea of when they're going to let you go out and wander about? Is there any timeline at all?
It seems that we still have a minimum of 1 week, but
Okay, but you just
I
don't know.
really don't know. I got tested today.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that we spoke about 15 days ago that I
Mm-hmm.
had a very light symptoms,
Yes.
and they were following by phone, and
Mm-hmm.
they called me yesterday to schedule the test, and we went today. Very efficient, very efficient test, and
Mm-hmm.
very well managed in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Somebody
I
asked
think
what. Somebody asked what year is your date just?
it's from 2.5 years ago or
Okay,
something.
two about two. Yeah, okay. All right, we're getting a little bit of feedback. I'm going to let you go, Carlos. We'll see you in the chat.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you for calling
Bye.
in. All right, there you go. Carlos calling in live from Panama. That's how that works. So let's see. Carlos, do you wear leather straps during the hot months? I would doubt he does that. Let's see, but maybe he'll respond in the chat. Give the politicians a little power and they will grab it and want even more. Now we have the doctors and the EDC running the country too. Yeah. Yeah, because they're getting their salaries. They're getting their money. They don't care about how much destruction they do. They could care less. They're getting paid. Anyway, don't get me started. What year date? What year date just Carlos? Okay, we just answered that. Okay, a couple years old. All right, we are caught up in the comments. We got 46 live viewers, and I've got somebody talked about a man purse, and let me pull this one up. I've got a full video on the channel of this Maxpedition kit. This is a grab and go kit, and it's got I'll put it this way, it's got a lot of flashlights in here. And I had a lot of people comment, why do you have so many flashlights in the kit, in the emergency kit? Well, here's the thing. Each flashlight also has a battery in it. And you never know how many batteries you're going to need. So don't think of it as an extra flashlight, although it's that as well, but also think of it as an extra battery, okay, which can come in handy. So I'm not going to go through this whole kit because there's a bunch of things in here, and I've got a full video on the channel here going through this kit. But suffices to say, it's pretty tight, pretty stacked with gear. And one thing that's really cool is this multi-tool here, which I've got reviews on several multi-tools on the channel. But this one is the Leatherman Surge. This is the Leatherman Surge, and it is a beast. It is a beast. Let's get a close-up of that. Okay, it is a beast. And on the other side, I have some attachments for it in here, over on this side. Okay, I've got different blades and just different things for it. Okay, it's a pretty wild kit. All right, and up here on the top, let's see what's in here. Okay, here's a flashlight and a wand on it in case you need to. Let's see if this battery's still functional. Oh yeah. And so you just put this wand on there in case you need to like direct traffic or something around an accident or something. That's how that works, right? Right, so that's in the top piece of kit here. And then I've got a here's a Kershaw leak right here. Okay, so that's ready to go. All right, and that's with the serrated, with the half serrated blade. See that? All right, so that's stuck in there, and it's got a lanyard on it just so you can't lose it accidentally. You'd have to unhook it from this carabiner. And so let me just go ahead and put this back in here, just so it's stowed away, and then I'll show you this other little rig here. So so this carabiner here, this has some kind of a multi-tool on it also. And there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's a crowbar in here, a titanium crowbar. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in this kit. I just don't, we just don't, and by the way, that's a flashlight on the pull here. That's a little tiny flashlight on there. Let's see if that still works. Yep, that still works. Not very bright, but it works, okay? And then in here, my goodness, in here, we got all kinds of goodies stashed in here. All kinds of goodies stashed in here. And the, we even got a titanium spoon in here. But anyway, all of this, I go through excruciating detail. There's a video on the channel. So search Maxpedition. This is a Maxpedition. Search EDC or whatever. You'll find this video on my channel. This thing is chock full of goodies. Ready to go. Just grab and go. And you're ready to go. I like having kits ready to go. Set up and ready to go. Let me cancel this. Okay, there we go. And go back there. All right. So, Brianne, are you going to call in? The lovely Bree, I noticed she's in here. Let's see. And somebody says, oh, I thought you owned that style icon of the 1980s, the fanny pack. Just have one dress watch with leather strap. I wear that watch 5 to 7 times a year for a few hours. I do not wear leather straps during the summer in Vegas. I do wear NATOs in the summer as well as a bracelet. There you go, David, in the house. In motion. I assume a titanium or steel strap is best for Las Vegas, Nevada weather. Not strap bracelet. There you go. Steel is what I have. I'm starting to like those reissue Carrera chronographs. Not sure what that is. Okay, nice kit, says Bree. Steel 005 best GMT. I guess so. You mean you didn't like it before? There's the 005, by the way, folks. The 005 Stunner. Let's see. Are you Rambo on your off time? Lou, I wear titanium all year round in the Arabian Gulf. I can't speak for all watches, but my MRG never feels hot and clammy. Yeah, I think the titanium is great on wrist for harsh situations and rugged environments and so forth. I think the titanium, especially the grade 5 titanium that Grand Seiko uses in this 231, is definitely the way to go for extreme situations. I love Kershaw Knives. Kevin, yeah, I like the ones made in the USA. I don't know how many of them are anymore, but yes, I like the older ones that were made in the USA. It's always a good move. And let's see, Craig, that kind of kid in these knives will get you, that kind of kit, I think he meant, and these knives will get you arrested on the spot in Denmark. There you go. Well, that's why I don't live in Denmark. Okay. And I'm up here in my private mountain compound with extreme security. Nobody can get anywhere near this place, so that's how that works. Now, I got some other kits I can show you. Hopefully, Brianna's going to call in, though. I don't know what happened to Brianna. How accurate is your 231, Craig? Is it more accurate than others? My gosh, it is insane how accurate it is. You know, I think in 5 months it was within 2 seconds. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I mean, even probably maybe more like a second and a half. It's just insanely accurate. I don't even think about it anymore. I don't have to check it. I don't have to double check it. I don't have to confirm anything. I just know it's going to be like within a second at all times. And that's the way I like it. And I'll tell you what, I've really gotten spoiled by that. I really like that accuracy. People say, well, it doesn't really matter. Accuracy doesn't really matter. I just like the fact that it's one less thing that I have to worry about. And by the way, on the idiot comments, let's do an idiot comment segment here. Let me see if I can find the documents. The document. Where is it? I got to close some tabs here, folks. I've got way too many tabs open. Hold on a second. Let me close some of these. Let me see if I can find the idiot comments. Well, anyway, I don't have to show you the actual comment. I'll tell you what the idiot said. Okay? So the idiot comments on one of my videos. He says, well, just take a Rolex and drop it 4 feet onto the ground 3 times, and then take a Grand Seiko and drop it 3 times on the ground and see which one you like the most, right? And you know, like the Grand Seiko is going to fail because you drop it. And first of all, my thought process is, in 40 years, I don't remember dropping my watches from 4 feet and just dropping them on the ground. I don't remember doing that, but maybe that's a thing. But in any event, I replied to him, I said, you really need to educate yourself, because if anything, the Grand Seiko spring drive and the 9F movements are more robust than a typical Rolex automatic movement, because it doesn't have the escapement to fail. And so if anything, it's more robust, not less robust, especially the 9F. The 9F is an insanely robust movement. So this guy, again, that qualifies as an idiot comment. First of all, why would you drop your watch like that? And second of all, if you did, more likely than not, the Grand Seiko is going to outperform the Rolex in that sort of a test, including, by the way, that manual wind spring drive stunner. If you were stupid enough to be dropping that 18 karat gold stunner, it would do real well too, because it's manual wind and spring drive, which means it's going to be very robust. So that's what we're thinking about there. Craig, do you play golf? I did some. I didn't really enjoy it that much. I much prefer tennis. And I have in the past played a lot of tennis. I haven't been playing it lately, unfortunately. But I have played it in the past. And let's see here. What do you think of the case design on the SBGA 415? Let's try it. SBGA 415. We will pull this puppy up. Pull it up. Pull this puppy up. Oh yeah, I've seen these. I'll tell you what, I've warmed to that case design. I kind of prefer the case design on the Grand Seiko Snowflake a little more, but I've warmed to this case design, and I'll tell you what, that gold GS on the dial and the blue second hand And again, these pictures that Grand Seiko uses are not representative of how stunning that watch really is. I saw some pictures in one of the forums of that watch, and that is an absolute stunner. Absolute, do not pass go stunner, in my opinion. So that's my thought process on that, and I'm going to stick with it. Oh, let's look at the stats on that piece while we've got it up, because that is a stunner. Let's take a look here. Oh, it's titanium. Oh, 12.8 mils thick, so it's reasonably trim. 40 mil watch. Oh yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, that would be freaking awesome. That would be awesome. Back up the truck and load that puppy up. Michael in the house, absolutely. The SR-71 Blackboard still holds the world record for the fastest air-breathing manned aircraft. About 85% of the SR-71 was made from titanium and exposed to the highest temperatures. There you go. My GS is accurate, and I have not had to touch the time. However, I wish the calendar was perpetual and changed itself for the short months. Then it would be the best grab and go, no touch watch. I hear you. Skype doesn't want to call in for some reason. Well, I just got a call from, Oh, it says missed call from Bree. Let me try again. Let me try to call you, Bree. Let me try to call you. Because for some reason it said that we missed a call. I'm trying to call you now. See if you can pick up. Trying to call the Breester. Well, maybe she's not picking up either, but try back, Bree. Try back when you get a chance, and hopefully I'll hear it ring this time. Maybe I missed the ringing, but it seems like it's working. So give us a try again if you get a chance, and we'll see what we got. Okay, and that's a stunner, Blue says. Do you ever regret selling your Day-Date given all the memories you had with it? No, I don't keep watches for memories. I keep them to wear. I wear my watches. So, yeah, some people do. Carlos has watches for memories. I get that, but that's not how I operate. I buy watches to wear and use, and I just wasn't wearing and using it anymore, so it had to go. That's my rule. It has to go if I'm not actually wearing it and using it. I like the regular Snowflake better slightly. Kyle in the house. Thoughts on Bulgari watches? Don't know them. Not familiar with them. Maybe some other folks will chime in. Okay, that's the Breester. That's the Breester calling in. Okay, we have connection. We're connected, Bree. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Bree? I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you. So
Okay,
I guess we are connected. Are you connected on Wi-Fi again? Or cable?
Yeah, but for some reason it didn't want to Skype in with the cable.
Why?
So I don't know why.
Oh, it didn't. Well, that's strange.
Yeah. And then I took out the cable and now I'm using the normal Wi-Fi. I tried it and that works.
Well, that's funny because it should work a lot better with the cable.
Yeah.
Would you mind?
And then I was using this one, but I can't hear you.
Okay, so you were using, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, oh, so here's the thing, Bree. When you use that, you have to go into the settings and you have to tell it what to use for the mic going out, and you have to tell it what to use coming the other direction. You need to tell the computer both things. in the audio
Okay.
settings. So yeah, we can do another test
Yeah.
sometime. You know, not during a broadcast, but we can do another test sometime and see if we can get it working. So give us a quick update. What are you doing? I know you're in motion. You're making things happen. I noticed you posted a photo. You were out exercising earlier. Give us an update. What else is going on?
Yeah, I went for a walk, brisk walk after eating because I heard it's good for health. And I also did a video like not lifting weights, but like using my dumbbells for to post soon
Okay.
on my Instagram
All right.
account.
All right. So, folks, you got to follow Bree because she's going to be putting out a lot of cool content. And what I want to do is I want to make sure you guys realize there's a link in the description to BreeFitDance.com, BreeFitDance.com. And there are links there where you can follow her on social media. And even more importantly than that, there are links there where you can make a donation. You can make a donation to Bree. You don't have to super chat here. You know, we always address all your comments here. You don't have to super chat, but you can make up for the fact that you don't have to super chat here by doing a little support of Brianna. And if you want to really be supportive, you can sign up as a Patreon at either the $5 level or the $25 level. At $25 level, you get some really special content. And you'll even do a video hangout with them, right? If
Yeah,
they're
like a
25.
video chat,
Yeah, if they're 20.
special video chat with the 25.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you very much for popping in. And so you got some videos coming up later on your channel?
Yeah, I can post one tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna do a live tomorrow, a
Okay.
YouTube live,
Excellent. What time?
and then
4 o'clock
4 p.m.
tomorrow, folks. Catch Bree live. There you go. All right. All right. Well, thank you for coming in. Are there any special moves you've been practicing on? Anything you want to show or anything special?
Nothing special, just the same, but I am learning.
Okay.
I am going.
Well, next time we want you to have a special move to show us, okay? Every time you come on, we want to have a new
Okay.
special Bree move. Is that good?
Got it.
All right. Thanks for calling in. And we will check you out tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Hey, use the cable. Use the cable for your stream.
Yes, I will.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Bree,
Bye.
just as easy as that, folks. You can call into the show and absolutely, positively, the lovely Brianna live on the show. Let's see. Wow, quality content. Gil, how do I meet this woman? I just told you, you got to go to BreeFitDance.com. The link is in the description of the video, and make sure that you connect with her and become a Patreon, and you will get your foot in the door. You'll be on your way. I don't like the sticker treatment on the open case back either. But the rotor on the GS spring drives are so big that you can hardly see anything past it anyway. Okay. Yeah, I don't need a display case back. Mine just has a, titanium case back's fine. I don't spend time looking at the movement on my watches, but that's just me, I guess. Gil says, I want a special private chat with her. Well, there you go. Sign up as a Patreon and absolutely. Absolutely. If you want if you want to step the door, girl says you can start by buying Brie a Rolex. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she appreciates gifts. I'm not gonna speak for Brie, but maybe she'll chime in the chat. I mean, typically, my experience is that beautiful young ladies like to be spoiled. They like to be, you know, if you can lavish gifts on them, that's fine. They like gifts. They like people that are generous. And so, yeah, if you can become a $25 Patreon and maybe gift her a nice Rolex that she would enjoy wearing, I think that would help a lot. Absolutely. In the past, I've given Rolex to a number of my previous lady friends. I believe in nice gifts. I think that's always a good thing. You know, why be selfish and always just give yourself nice things? You know, sometimes give other people nice things. How did you meet Bree? Did you buy her a Rolex, Dan? Not yet. I haven't bought her a Rolex yet, but we were talking about maybe when she hits 1,000 subscribers, maybe we'll do something to celebrate that. So, you know, it's good for things to be a motivating factor. Let me clean my glasses here real quick. Let's do a time check while I clean my glasses. I hate when they get kind of smudged up. Makes it hard for me to read your comments. And your comments are very important on this channel. Very important on this channel. Okay, Triforce Rich is up. What's up, everyone? Let's see. Okay, so does anybody else have any comments on EDC items? After all, that was the topic of the show. And by the way, that next to that watch, you see that's a titanium watch. I mean, titanium watch. That's a titanium EDC flashlight. And I have another one right next to it. Let me grab that. I've got a bunch of these. And this is called the Olight Baton. And what's really neat about this is it's super compact, as you can see. And it has a two-way clip. So you can put this so that you can clip it on, I have it so I can clip it on the beak of a hat. And so you can use it as like a headlight, right? You can clip it on the beak of the hat and you can use it as a hands-free headlight. Like if you're fixing something on your car and you want to be hands-free. And then the other cool thing, check this out. It's got a little thing here and it's magnetic, and you put this right on the charger and it just charges up. So you don't have to take the battery in and out to charge it. And the other thing, because it's magnetic, watch this. You can stick it. Whoops, let's go this direction. You can stick it right on anything metal and it stays there, right? See? See that? How cool is that? How cool is that? And somebody's going to say, oh my gosh, you don't want that magnet near your watch. It'll magnetize your watch. I've never had a watch magnetized. And I've had magnets near them a lot. These people on the forums, I mean, they're so freaking clueless. They've never even worn a decent watch for more than a day, right? I think the watches stay in their watch box or something. I don't know where they get all this foolishness, but anyway, you're not going to get that on this channel. You're going to get the real deal. So the Olight Baton, these are really cool. I've got about a half dozen of them around the house. I've got one on the refrigerator, stuck on the refrigerator with the magnet. And they come in different sizes, too. They come in with a longer one. Let me grab one of the longer ones. Oh, boy. Got a whole bunch of these around the house, but this one's got the 18650 battery in it, and this is the S2R Baton 2. This is the Baton 2. And same thing, it's just a longer, it's got the bigger battery in it, right? And they've got the nice little switch on here, and they really work great, put out a lot of light, and they hold their charge great. So see, you can just stick this right on whatever you want to stick it on. And they're just really versatile light. So The bigger one, of course, is going to have more run time, be a little brighter, but the smaller one is going to be much easier to EDC if you want to EDC it. Highly recommend that as a EDC piece. And that, of course, that titanium one there, right there next to the watch, that's a stunner. That's a limited edition titanium Olight baton. Okay, so let's see. I like the flashlights that had the sharp bezel on the ends. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Lamont is a nice guy. He gives his girlfriends luxurious gifts. Okay, good. What about sunglasses? Oh, yeah, sunglasses. Absolutely. Ray-Bans. Ray-Bans, the older ones. Dan, can't have handgun for EDC in the People's Republic of Maryland. Yeah, that's a problem. Triforce Rich. By the way, speaking of tactical, see this on my side here? See, that's the holster that I have my Sebenza in. So yeah, we've got that handy, just in case we need that. You never know when you might need a Sebenza. Okay, so that's always handy on the hip. So always keep that handy. All right. Oh, let's see, where are we? He hasn't ever met a girl not named his mom or cousin. Not sure what that means, but doesn't sound good. Hey, Durr, I think I'm going for the SPGA 231. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes. Yes. You can't beat the SPGA 231. Stunner. Stunner alert. I hope you buy it from Steve. He'll give you a deal. Durr, you may regret that later. Okay. I'm not. Maybe I missed something. I like the flashlight that has. Okay, I read that. I've been told that Elvis bought his friends Cadillacs. Can anybody confirm this? Oh yeah, he bought some people Cadillacs. Absolutely, he did. When you're making that kind of money, you should be generous with it. I think that's a good deal. Now, if people appreciate it and people don't take advantage of you, that's a whole different thing, right? If somebody's appreciative, like Brianna is always very appreciative. Any gifts I've given her, any things I've done for her, she's always been very appreciative. And so you don't mind continuing to be generous if somebody is appreciative. And you can tell if they're appreciative. Let's see here. David Williams, yeah, I got to pick up the mess in the backyard afterwards. Blue, that's a great choice. Okay. Absolutely. Blue, you should buy Craig's watch. He'll sell it to you. And it has a story. There you go. Great idea, Triforce. I'll tell you what, this is probably one of the most accurate 231s on the planet. I'll come right out and say that. It really is a stunner. Now, this would only be appropriate for somebody to buy if they are going to actually wear and use the watch, because this watch has been worn and used now for almost 2 years. This is like a heavy use piece, right? And it's a stunner. So this is not, and it's dusty. Let me dust it off. This is not for somebody who wants a safe queen, wants something in the safe or in the box to occasionally take out and look at, right? That's not what this is for. This is for somebody who actually wears and uses a watch. So there you go. Found a nice watch for Bree, SBGX 259, case size 36 mils. SBGX 259. Let's check it out. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, we've looked at this before because it's. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool piece. Yeah, we've looked at these before. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think next time we're able to go over and see Steve, I think I will have her try one of those on, because if that fits, that'd be perfect, because it's nice and thin. It's only 10 mils thick, and that's actually 37 mils, by the way. It may fit her. I don't know. Her wrist is tiny. I mean, tiny. I was shocked that none of my watches would fit her. Not even my Apple Watch would fit her. We tried them all. Bree, did we try all my watches on your wrist? Did we try the 005, that stunner there? Did we try it on your wrist? I don't remember. I know you had it on once, but did we really check to see if it would fit? Let's see. Found a nice watch. Okay. Have you practiced to use the knife while you're driving the Segway? Oh, yeah. I can use the Sebenza. In any situation, I can use the Sebenza, absolutely. Less is usually more, but I took advantage of Black Friday deals on Gerbers and Leatherman, so I have a multi-tool in every room in my house. Life is so much easier now. I got you. I've got pretty much all of them, too. I bought them all just to kind of test them all out, and I still have them. I really like the Swiss tool. That thing is amazing, the Swiss tool. I should show you that rig here in a minute. Don't let me forget. I'll show you that rig that I have for that. Tim's in the house. Craig, you will say I told you so, but I bought a LED light from Alibaba, and when I turned it on, it started smoking and almost blew up. Oh my gosh. That's a shame. Gil's in the house. Is Maryland considered a northern or southern state? It's kind of half and half. Gifts like Bitcoin or a Rolex. Absolutely, Bree. Absolutely, Bree. Or date 8. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Cheetown says, hey, Craig. Carlos says hello. And are gun stores essential in Maryland, just in case you need something else on your hip? That's a good question. They're trying to shut them down, I'm sure, in the People's Republic of Maryland. Triforce Rich. Craig, step up and make the deal. Blue is serious. He'll buy your watch. Triforce Rich. Well, he's got to contact me. He's got my email address. It's CraigShipp@gmail.com. CraigShipp@gmail.com. He's got my email address. Buserv is in the house. Thanks for not wrenching me on the AC3 channel. Now I'm defenseless, although I wouldn't blame you. Okay. Triforce Rich in the house. That's a nice GS. Bree Fit Dance says that's a nice GS. Which watch is Blue trying to buy from Craig? Kyle Jet's in the house. I think the 231. I mean AliExpress. Yeah. We definitely tried the 005 and the Apple Watch. Okay. And we also tried the that old Swiss Army, and it didn't even fit you, and it's smaller. We've tried everything. Check out Nick's Boots. We're going to find a nice watch for Bree. If it's the last thing we do, we're going to find a nice watch for Bree. Let's see. Chief Towns in the house. Maryland is a mid-Atlantic state, but it was south of the Mason-Dixon line, so it was historically a southern state. Nowadays, it's more of a northern state. There you go, bringing us into the current times here. And yeah, a lot of folks in Maryland were Southern sympathizers. A lot of them were North. It really was a kind of a torn between the two a little bit. Craig, that's a good idea. If you sold, is that you would have room in the fleet for the new day date? Kyle in the house. Craig needs his 231. It's Craigsters. Gil's in the house. Bree, what's your address? I'll send you a Tissot quartz. Yeah. I don't think she's going to go for a Tissot quartz. Okay, let me get the I was going to show you the Swiss tool. Let me grab that real quick. How much did Bree care about watches before this channel? I think Bree has good taste. She likes quality things. So I don't know that she knew all the nomenclature, but she can recognize quality when she sees it. That's what I'll say. Okay, I think it's in this bag. So here is a one of my big grab and go bags. This sucker here is probably 40 years old. And so you buy nice stuff, it lasts, okay? Bought this in New York. Crouch and Fitzgerald, I think, is where this came from. And let's see here. Here's a little something in there. We'll take a look at that. That's really important. And here's a little something. Here's a little piece of kit right here. We'll go into that. And, oh, you know what? I don't think the other thing is in here. Here's a little piece of kit. This is a rechargeable flashlight. No need to go into that, though. What's this? Oh, here's something. Here's something kind of cool. The heck is that? We'll leave that out. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. Oh, here's a Swiss tool. Yeah, the Swiss tool's down in here. If I grab this bag and go, I got a lot of stuff in here. There's a Swiss tool. Put that there for now. Oh, here's something else kind of cool. There's a bunch of stuff in here, folks. A few things in here I really don't want to show on the air. Here's a cool little Olight headlight flashlight. So let's go through a couple of these things. This is kind of cool. This one you strap on your head, and what's neat about this one is here's the light, and the battery's in the back, so it's more balanced. Let me get more in front of this mic here, so we can see what we're talking about. And what's neat about this one is let's see if we turn. Oh, how do we turn it on? I guess right here. Okay. Whoa! Look at that puppy. And it's got different modes, right? Different modes. All right. And so this is really cool. This is really a cool piece. Let me show you what that light looks like up close and personal. Okay, so that's a little piece of kit there. All right, so we'll put that back in the bag. Bunch of other things in that bag that I can't really show on air, but here's the Swiss tool piece of kit. I really like this kit because this can go on the belt also when you're hiking or something like that. Both of these things go on the belt. And the way I've got this rigged up is this lanyard, which is reflective lanyard, so you can find it if you drop it, use another flashlight and it will reflect light. And this goes over here like this, and then this snaps down so that even if the light, in this case a very rare Olight titanium, if this light came out of its holster, it would still be held in place by the lanyard underneath this, right? So it's a nice little kit, nice little rig. Let's see if this works. Yep, it works. Okay. And then, of course, we've got the Swiss tool here, which is just freaking amazing. These things are beautiful. The problem is they're heavy as all get out. They are solid, man, and they are heavy. They are no freaking joke, okay? The Swiss tool. No freaking joke. All right. You want a quality piece of kit. Let's grab a close-up of that. That thing is a beast. That thing is a beast. An absolute beast. All right. Reflective lanyard, great idea. There you go. Gil in the house. Absolutely. We think these things through, folks. This isn't like those wannabe channels out there that talk about this stuff and don't do anything. We actually use this gear and this equipment. And we've lost flashlights before. We've dropped flashlights places and not been able to find them, right? You got the reflective lanyard on there. You can find the puppy. Okay, so we'll put that away. And this is a goodie. This is a goodie here, folks. This is a model 0560 CBCF Hinderer design. This is a it's titanium on this side, and G10 or whatever they call it on this side. This is a 0 tolerance, right? And it's really neat in that the blade is a composite blade, and this is a limited production piece. Let's get a close-up of that blade. This is a pretty amazing piece of kit. And this has a ball bearing in it. It's very smooth to flick out. And you can either use the thumb screw to open it, or you can use the flipper. And very solid piece of kit. Very nice tactical piece. And then this is a custom sheath that I have for it, specifically made for this piece. It goes like this. Yeah. So there you go. That's that piece of kit. Let's put that away. I have a review on the channel of that puppy. All right, and then this is a good old-fashioned, I wore this for years. This is a Swiss Champ. Swiss Champ, a bunch of, tools on it. And then this is some kind of a flashlight. See if this still works. Yeah. Yep, it works. Okay. And so I actually custom made this piece of leather on the side and stitched it on so that I could carry the flashlight next to this piece of kit. I carried this for quite a while. So it's just kind of a backup now. Sometimes, like if I go hiking with a nephew or somebody like that, I'll let them put it on their belt and they think it's kind of cool. And at some point I'll probably gift this to somebody who appreciates it. But we'll see how that works. And then this piece here, this is probably the best survival knife, all around, whatever you call it. Oh, let me catch up on the comments first before I get into this. Let's see. Bree needs 26 millimeter, not 36 millimeter. It's true sometimes. I look up. Remember, folks, the capital of the Confederacy was Richmond. Okay. Okay, I answered that. Okay, so now we're going to catch up. The capital of the Confederacy was Richmond, Virginia, a couple hours drive from Virginia. Brief it, Dance Gill. Send me a message through my Instagram account if you'd like. Gill in the house. It's true, Craig. Sometimes I look up videos of the 231, and in the comments people call it the CraigShipp watch. Wow, it's pretty amazing. Bree needs 26 millimeter, not 37 millimeter. Big old man purse. Okay. Hello from Kangaroo Land. I love kangaroo leather. I love kangaroo leather. Brief it now. I got a couple of hats that are kangaroo leather. I got some boots that are kangaroo. I've got a coat, a bomber jacket that's made of kangaroo. Be a serve. I've always cared about classy accessories when it is available. Bree in the house. Triforce Rich. If Chip Wong is the Patek Philippe of trolls, Lamont Jackson is a Chinese replica tutor. Oh my gosh. Bree Fit, support her on Patreon. Absolutely. Everyone knows Clive is behind the Lamont Jackson account. Trevor, Clive and the Dog Man are best buds. Oh yeah, they're a match made in heaven, if you ask me. Jeez, why can't either one of them get their technology straight? Dave Williams says, I have a headlamp similar to that one. Used it for pre-dawn summer runs and Wrangler relay events. Okay, there you go. Reflective lanyard, great idea. Okay. Stig in the house. Please do not laugh at Tissot quartz. I have PR105 white dial for grab and go, and it's plus 1 second per month. Yeah, I'm sure they're okay. I'm sure they're okay. Buserve, the cringiest thing I've ever seen was TGV going into the woods Rambo style with his BB gun. Oh, jeez. Triforce Rich. Watches are not meant to be used, Craig. They are to be stored in a safe and only be shown on video when claiming to be an expert. When will you learn? I know. I mean, there was this guy posted a picture of 3 watches, a Rolex, a Grand Seiko, and what was the third one? Darn. I can't remember what the third one was, but they were all laying face down with the bracelet laying against the watch, okay, like this. Let me take this one off and I'll show you. Let me close this. They were all laying like this, right, in the picture. And some guy commented, "Oh, that'll scratch the case back. Why are you doing that?" I'm worried about my case back getting scratched. Are you freaking kidding me? What a bunch of snowflakes. I can't set the watch down so the bracelet's on the back of the watch. I saw that one guy, that dealer guy that has a channel. He was talking about that one time. I'm like, oh my God, you people don't have bigger things to worry about than the back of your case back getting like a microscopic scratch on it. Oh well. Who cares if they laugh? Sting? Let's see. The Tudor replica. There are worse things in life than Tissot quartz, like Archie luxury live streams and Tudors. Let's see. What's in your collection? I rotate between my 16710 GMT Master 2, Milgauss Z Blue, and G-Shock 5600. There you go. Everyone needs a JLC Reverso as their better watch. That would be a good one for Bree, I think. I think that'd look classy on Bree's wrist. Would that fit on a small wrist? Triforce Rich, mostly wear the 16710 unless I'm working out. Then it's a G-Shock. Durs in the house. Triforce Rich, too many pieces to be able to list within the allocated space YouTube allows me to write. Am I missing something? My Tissot has box and papers. Besides, I have set my eyes on Tissot 80 hours power reserve. Craig must spend a lot of time in Baltimore and all the knives and all the flashlights so that I can see who I'm defending myself against. Triforce Rich, these are just heavy hitters then. GLP is the best for maintaining multi-tools. Okay. Triforce Rich, I still have too many heavy hitters to list. Rolex, GS, Omega, Breitling, Hublot, Panerai. Yeah, get rid of the Panerai. Audemars Piguet, etc. Yeah, let's go through. We got to do an intervention. Some of those have to go, and you need to get that date we talked about. Durs in the house, we'll have to connect sometime. Craig, if you meet someone wearing a Tudor, will you point and laugh? No, we don't really care what people are wearing out in the wild. I mean, we really don't. We're too busy making deals and doing stuff, and most people in the real world don't really notice or care about your watch, unless, of course, you're wearing a date 8. Then they notice it. Yeah, trust me, they notice it. Okay. All right, let's show this piece. This is the ultimate survival knife. This is let's see if I can give you exactly what it's called. This is the Blackbird. This is the OKC Blackbird SK3, I think is what it says there. This thing is awesome. I mean, you can baton this to like split wood. I mean, you can do, you name it, you can do it with this knife, and it's super comfortable on wrist. I mean, not on wrist. It's super comfortable to grip. Let's get a close-up of this piece here. that, see how thick the steel is? Tapers right down to a razor sharp edge. You get that in focus. Anyway, this is just an amazing piece of kit if you're out in the wilderness. So there you go. So, always got to have that handy. Then, let's put that away. And actually, this piece here, this is a nice high-end rechargeable flashlight. And see if I can get this out of here. This thing is a pain in the you-know-what. Okay, so I've got this stashed so that the charger, the little charger cables here handy. But this is a nice high-end O-light. Kind of a tactical light because it does have a button on the butt end of it here. Okay. And it very bright, and this can also has a reversible clip, so you could clip this onto your hat. It's pretty heavy to use as a hat light, but you could do it. And it's also got the button here, so you can turn it on here or on the tail. And what's nice is this will tail stand. It'll stand up. Can't really see. See, it'll stand up on the table. So anyway, it will, trust me, it will, on a flat surface it will tail stand, which I like. Okay, so we'll put this back away. And it's got a nice nylon sheath, a nice higher quality than normal nylon sheath. So let me put this piece of kit back in here. Okay, we'll give it a little close-up of that. What the hell? Nice nylon sheath. So, yeah. And there's other stuff in there, but that's it for now. Let me put this back away. Excuse me a moment. I'm funny about packing my gear back away. You never know what might happen if you don't pack your gear back away. All right. Let's see here. LOL timed out. Uh-oh. We're still broadcasting? I hope we're still broadcasting. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Craig, it's a nice looking knife to hack up an ugly Tudor. Looks like a bayonet. Craig, look at the Tudor 204. No, please save me from that. That's a nice looking knife to hack up an ugly Tudor. Make sure it is 18 karat yellow gold or Craig will fall over and die. I'll buy that 36 millimeter yellow gold day-date myself as well. Not ready for it, but one day, sure. Triforce Rich. Craig just came out of the shower. Which knife was that fixed blade? It's a Blackbird. Blackbird. Maybe somebody will remember the model and put it in. Somebody has a better memory than me. It's the best. Whatever you call it, survival field knife, whatever. It's the best one out there. If there's a review on my channel, so check it out. So yeah, I think they call it the Blackbird something. So check it out. Made in the USA. Let's see. Saw Tim on the watch box and Rolex. I'll tell you what, I'll pull it back out and show you what it is. Pull it back out. We can do that because this is live TV. Okay, so it says OKC USA, OKC-USA, then it says Blackbird SK3. If you Google Blackbird SK3, I think that's a 3, might be a 5, I think it's SK3. I'll give you a close-up on that. I think it's an SK5 now that I look at it closer. So Blackbird SK5, I believe, made in the USA. That's a bad boy there. That is a bad boy. Bad boy there. And I use paracord for the lanyard on that. And this is not reflective. The smaller lanyards that I have are the reflective. Okay. Wow. Almost 6:30. We've been going almost an hour and a half, folks. Get any last minute questions in here so that we can do that. Saw Tim on Watchbox and Rolex does have a bracelet that adjusts on the fly on the deep sea watch like your 231. Yeah, it kind of does, but it's still not as easy to do as the 231. The 231's easier, but yeah, I've seen that. But I would not want a deep sea. That's too bulky of a watch. That's going like way overboard. Way too thick. I just wouldn't go there. Cliff Dweller, does your spring drive feel grainy when being round like mine? I prefer the feel of my Rolex Explorer, but then again, I've got to wind the Rolex more often. You can feel texture to it when you're winding it. You can feel it. I think that's just the way they are. I think it feels very solid. I think when you unscrew the crown, when I unscrew the crown on this, I mean, it feels very solid. It feels a lot more solid than any Rolex I ever had. And even that 005, when I unscrew the crown, it feels more solid. But this one really feels rock solid. I mean, it doesn't wiggle. I mean, it's just a very robust. You can tell that it's built, it's built heavy duty. Let's see here. Chi has a place in his brain to record Craig's knife collection. Got a little slap happy with the wrench. Okay, would have made a good reaction if Craig saw Lamont's comment. You slapped too early. Okay. Blue, I'm literally laughing out loud after reading that comment. Grand Seiko people never belittle others, for that behavior is antithetical to the privilege of wearing a world-class timepiece. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I mean, sometimes I have to call out people that are just making serious mistakes because I'm hoping that they do better. I mean, I commented that the dog man should deal with his audio situation, and he did buy that lavalier mic. He started using a lavalier mic in a lot of his videos, and it sounded a lot better. He was on the right track. But that headset he was using the other day, the plosives were terrible. So hopefully he'll straighten that out. I'd like him to straighten it out because I like some of his content. I watch some of his videos. Let's see. Triforce Rich too. Free Lamont. Free the wrench. Feel the wrench, Lamont. Did you feel it? Triforce Rich agreed. It would have been funny for Craig to try and decipher that message. Oh, I regret my wrenching decision. I gotta pour myself a drink after that one. Okay, these these wrenches are are power hungry, I promise. Yeah, they're just waiting for a troll to come in and just like pound them with like 5 different wrenches. I mean, this is pretty aggressive. I promise I will not be the one to whack Lamont with the wrench when he comes back from timeout. Oh, jeez. I nominate Lamont get a wrench so he can defend himself from unfair wrenching. Ontario Blackbird. That's a good question. Made in Oklahoma City? That's a good question. It's made in USA. Yeah, if you Google it, I'm sure you'll find it. I'm going to overrule that wrench nomination. 5 to me. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take those broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. There you go. OKC, maybe Ontario Knife Company? It might be. It might very well be. Might very well be. They make good stuff, right? Craig, you may need to carry a knife, but Steve doesn't. Helps that he has mastered 7 different forms of martial arts. Yeah, he's a bad character. I tell you what, you do not want to mess with Steve. They don't call him James Bond for nothing. He's like the real James Bond. Triforce Rich, this is where they'll find you. Guys, we can't be done yet. There is more to discuss regarding the date 8. Derek in the house. Our Wags. Thanks, Craig. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell and give a thumbs up and like the video. Have a great dinner. I will, and you do the same. The dog man, laughing my you-know-what off. He still makes videos, question mark. Oh, my gosh. Megan's in the house. Hello, all. Did we figure out if Steve at LT has winger? That's a good question, if he carries winger or not. I don't know. I think you need to get in direct contact with the Stevester, Megan. He'll hook you up. A tough girl has got to have a tough watch. Craig thought I was looking for a winger knife. Got that already. I have a winger. Let me go get my winger real quick. Okay. And this is the one that I was hoping would fit Bree, but it didn't. This is an oldie but a goodie. I picked this up at Costco many years ago. It still runs great. Very comfortable on wrist, nice and trim. And so here's what it looks like up close. It's not a bad piece. Screw down crown. You know, I've had it in the water and everywhere. I mean, it's pretty heavy duty piece, but it didn't fit her, unfortunately. Let's see here. Love that shirt, Craig. What's the fabric? It is linen. It is linen. It is a. Let me show you what it is. It's Kenneth Gordon. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Give me a moment. Da 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 da. Let me see if I can find this puppy. Yeah, there she blows. Give me a second here. I'll bring it up. Whoop. There she blows. It is a heirloom collection, Kenneth Gordon shirt, made in USA, and it is 100% linen. I love this shirt. It's one of my favorites. And it holds up great. It's very old. It's been laundered a number of times, and it is holding up great. All right, let me wrap up these things. Craig, are we the Snap-on of wrenches? Yes, and I have a nice set of Snap-on tools that I rarely use, but when I need them, it's really nice to have them. Derek's in the house. I went all the way from tutor owner to wrench owner. The Dogman versus the Craigster, epic showdown. Yeah, I don't think he would stand a chance. I think that would not end well for the Dogman. Let's see, Derek's in the house. Such a transformation that if they made a movie about it, everyone would think it is fantasy. Don't flash your winger. This is a family show. Craig is getting hungry, guys. That sweet potato power meal isn't going to eat itself. Yeah, I got to get going here, folks. Let's wrap this up. I dream of the day Dogman generally dislikes Craig, but he's afraid if Craig calls him out in a separate video, he'll have to take the challenge, though. Step up, Craig. Lay the law on the dog. Well, he's probably used to being trained, right? But that's a whole nother subject. The Dogman is definitely a coward. Uh-oh. Dogman is afraid of the Craigster. Craigster, there you go. I have a Winger watch. I probably got it over 25 years ago, and it's awesome. Kyle in the house. Yeah, I mean, mine's probably that old. I don't know. Lamont's in the house. I apologize if I was saying something wrong. It was happy my dad gave me an Atha watch. There you go. All right. We are going to wrap this puppy up. This has been real, folks. It's been real. Been a long one. Let's see. Oh, snap. Craig just went in. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to wrap this puppy up. Hey, click subscribe, click the bell. We'll do it again.